break me off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to This Week in MLS, presented by Target. So good to have Calen Carr back on this couch where you belong, buddy. We missed you.
Thank you. So you're saying I'm like a couch potato?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is your comfort.
Retirement. Yeah. You know, that's what life's about now.
No, in all honesty, great to have you back.
Great to have you back as well, too.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a busy.
You're shooting BTWs. Are these coming out soon?
They're coming out soon. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch coming out. So look for those, guys.
Fired up.
Exciting stuff. Okay, let's get to our takeaways, huh?
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, I am going to Audi Field.
Oh!
The newly christened Audi Field, and with a win, no less.
Yeah.
An emphatic one. Good for DC United.
Huge.
I've played in 2 stadium openings, won both. Thank you very much. And it's just so important for that first match to be able to reward the fans with a good result.
Totally.
And they came out and played really well. The goals were fantastic. Assad, a fitting opener, upper corner, really brilliant strike. And then Wayne Rooney entered, and that seemed to give the stadium even more life.
For sure.
His arrival to this club has given a little bit of excitement and buzz, broader DC area as well as across the country, and he came through with the goods as well.
He looked good.
He looked good with some nice passing, was able to open up some space for his teammates. Areola had 2 goals.
Yeah.
So a good start for a club that's been overlooked for a while. Now, hopefully on the path to climbing up that table. I want to see them hosting a playoff game.
It would be great, and I mean their schedule is kind to them this second half of the season. They're going to be playing a lot of games at Audi Field, so hopefully they can
15
keep
home
this
games.
momentum going. 15 home games. Well done, DC.
We got to get
United.
down there.
It's awesome.
That would be cool.
We should do that. We should do a twin.
We should do it
from Audi Field.
We should do it.
Let's make it happen
in the playoffs. How about this? If DC makes the playoffs, Susannah, you'll get to play in the playoff game, and that would be really cool for them. But also
you
we
get
will
gifted
come.
with this duo.
Now that it's on camera, they have to show us too.
I know. Oh, they're so excited in DC right now. Let me tell you. Great takeaway. Good job.
Thank you.
You're just right back in it. Proud of you. Okay, my turn.
Yeah.
My takeaway.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about Orlando City SC, who managed to break a 9-game losing streak with a 2-1 win over TFC. This was James O'Connor's first win as head coach. This was just, they needed this so badly. There's still a lot of soccer to be played, and they're still not, they're not entirely out of the playoff picture, but like if they were going to turn it around, they needed to get a win and quickly, and they got it done. They got goals from Dom Dwyer, Chris Schuler. TFC, though, on the other hand.
If I told you before the season that one of your best chances to break a 9-game losing streak was against Toronto FC,
right?
What would you have told me?
I would have been like, you're insane. Yeah, I mean, it's so, the way we're talking about this team, it just feels so foreign. It's really, really odd. It's similar to the Dallas sort of plummet last year when they were doing really well.
I'm gonna give
this is
Toronto.
They're the defending champs.
I'm gonna give Toronto a little more credit than that too.
Yeah.
I think just compared to the Dallas situation, I think this one has a lot more to do with injuries and really the last 2 years of really pushing this team forward and trying to get the best out of them. Now, one positive sign, I was up in Toronto this past week,
you were.
and I saw Josie Altidore doing some field work.
That's good news.
Being on the field again.
That's really, really good news.
And Drew Moore was also outside.
Also very, very good news.
Not training yet, but there are players that are starting to sniff the field a little bit closer. You need to get healthy bodies to be able to be successful in this league, even for a Toronto.
Are you? I mean, so you have not given up hope?
I have not. No,
okay.
I actually think if they get in the playoffs, they'll be one of the favorites.
All right.
So.
No, I like that. Give those TFC fans something to cheer about. But 16 points on 19 games, you guys. Just throwing that out there. Anyway.
Not the best.
Not the best. Anyway, now is an outstanding opportunity to promote the 2018 MLS All-Star Game presented by Target. You guys, August 1st, it's going down. The MLS All-Stars will be taking on Italian champs Juventus at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And there was some
Juventus
news
lately.
They were in the news recently. There's
was it? Did they have a new jersey?
They might have.
A new jersey.
A new jersey.
Was it a did they host a party?
I think they might have. I think there was kind of a little soiree surrounding, obviously. Ronaldo, you guys.
Yeah,
I mean, come
yeah.
on.
He's like, we're eliminated from the World Cup.
Right.
He's like,
and now.
Wait a minute.
But hold on.
Hold my beer. Yeah.
In true Ronaldo fashion.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He can do it. So yeah, pretty cool. It'd be pretty fun to see him play.
Yeah. Do you think you two, if you were to meet, you think you would have a good rapport?
Totally. And I think I'd get him on board to do a BTW episode.
Who do you think spends more time getting ready in the morning?
Ooh.
Susannah Collins, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Definitely.
Please vote in the comment section.
Definitely Ronaldo. I'm gonna say Ronaldo for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. He looks good though.
Tips and tricks. Yeah. You guys both look good. You're both killing it. Yeah.
It pays off. Wish I had that Ronaldo money, but you know, hey, we're just plugging along here. Okay, Calen, moving along. I want to talk about coaches getting fired up because there was some of this that happened over the weekend, particularly in the Minnesota RSL game. Both Mike Petke and Adrian Heath with some strong words after the game. Adrian Heath's more about his team and what he was expecting from them. Petke more like defending his guys, but it was pretty insane. I think valid points on both of them. But should we roll some of this sound?
I'd like to hear some of this. I've heard a little bit, but
Okay.
I'd like to take another look.
All right, let's hear it.
Adrian, an exciting second half, maybe too exciting towards the end there. Give us your thoughts on that.
Absolutely ridiculous. The game's won at 3-0, and we consistently try and get the opposition in the game. It's ridiculous.
What do you do this week to work on that? I know it's been time and
What
time.
I will be doing, I ain't putting up with that. The game should have been finished, should have been 3-0, and we have to put up with that nonsense at the end. Thank you.
Schuler goes in on a Danny Acosta who's in behind the midfield line, studs up a foot off the ground, stud showing into his leg. If he is a foot to the left of Danny, face on, he breaks his leg. There's none of this that the referees do to the VAR, no looking at VAR or nothing. It's a yellow card. Marcelo gets a yellow card, what, 12 minutes later for toe poking the ball during a set piece 15 yards away? I mean, what are we doing here?
I mean, Mike Petke he's always good for a fun post-game press conference. We've become used to his sort of antics, but he had some strong words. But I think the big takeaway from this is that he's going to bat for his players, you know?
Yeah.
And as a player, that's got to mean something.
Well, that's going to play well in the locker room, absolutely. It's not going to play well with the referees and potentially with his wallet, but he acknowledged that.
Right.
But it will play well in the locker room because when you stick up as a manager for your players and for their safety, it lets people know there that your coach has your back. And I think that at the core of it is what he's trying to do in that situation.
Yeah, no, I agree.
For Adrian Heath, on the other side, it's actually the opposite. I don't think it was a planned moment for him. It was just a sort of a raw, genuine moment that comes with getting a microphone put in your face.
You don't see him
afterwards.
like that often.
And I thought Jamie Watson did a good job handling the situation, which is not an easy one.
No, not at all.
At the end of that, but it speaks to a larger frustration that's been happening with this Minnesota United team, where Darwin Quinteros need to score hat tricks against Toronto FC just to be able to win 4-3. And so when you get a 3-0 lead and then you let a team come back into it, defensively, that speaks to some larger problems that have been happening within this club.
But defense has been their issue from the get-go.
And good on Adrian Heath. I'm sure he relayed the same message.
For sure.
And then some to his team in the locker room after the match. And that's, again, something that's going to be positive for that locker room in the long term. So both sides, I understand from the coach's perspective, the intent and the spirit behind it. Because look, these games, we always talk, these games matter.
Right.
They matter deeply. Coaches have been fired, let go in the season. Players can be fired, injured. And so keeping that accountability for their group is important.
Great insight, Calen.
Thank you very much.
Very, very
I got a little fired up.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, let's go.
All right, well, let's keep this going. Let's keep this fired upness going. Another game that had us fired up, guys. The Galaxy taking on New England. Galaxy get the 3-2 win on the road thanks to 2 goals in extra time. We saw 2 extra time goals Chris Pontius with one of them. He had a brace on the day. I love this guy.
I don't wear Galaxy jerseys often, but when I do, they're in honor of Chris Pontius.
I love this
and
guy.
his 50th career MLS goal, I believe,
Awesome.
which is a lot of goals.
And he's been doing really, really well.
Important ones, too. He's always been able to find a timely goal and some really nice ones amongst those groups. And I think he's a name that you wouldn't have really picked out of the lineup of signings in the offseason, sort of an afterthought in many ways, but he's forced his way into the team, and a team with a lot of talent in the attack, and made himself an integral part of it. And partly because he's such an intelligent player, he's able to build relationships with players. And look, I've been a player in MLS that maybe not exactly a big star in my own mind.
In my heart, Calen.
But you know, to be able to build relationships with top players is a skill, and he's been able to do that and find timely goals as well.
It's good. Very good point. Very good point. I like these wins for the Galaxy. Number one, obviously huge to collect all 3 points on the road, but you know, we've seen them. We talked a little bit about it. I talked about it with Keel last week, how we've seen them sort of cough up leads, and in this one, you know, they were down most of the game and then managed to find two game winners or the game winners in extra time. And it's good character building for them. And they're a team, they're sitting above the playoff line right now. I think they're in 6th place in the West, and I have reason to believe that they're gonna.
People are eager to root against and write this team off, but I would caution against that.
There you go.
But I'm scarred from Galaxy.
Heard it from Calen Carr. All right, another game that got us fired up, you guys. Atlanta hosting Seattle at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This one ends. It was a chippy one, a 1-1 draw. Joseph Martinez had another goal because we seem to just talk about that every week. I think this was what, 19?
Gressel with the alley-oop.
And the Gressel-Martinez connection has been outstanding. Outstanding for Atlanta this year. But did you see when he got in Chad Marshall's face?
I did, yeah.
There's some
Listen,
bad blood.
I'm gonna keep it real. Joseph Martinez, tough dude.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Chad Marshall,
he's not the one.
No.
You don't want to.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I wouldn't want to mess with him.
When he gets that mad, it's for a reason. I think he was also standing up for his teammates because he felt that Martinez had given his player Kim a push in the back that was endangering, you know, his safety as well. And Chad's going to stand up for his teammates as well.
Good for him, and honestly, good for Seattle because this was a big point for them on the road. They were down to 10 men. Stephen Fry had a huge game for them. It could have. Atlanta's going to be disappointed. They had some missed opportunities here, and I feel like they're going to be pretty bummed. This game, all 3 points.
This game was interesting for me to watch because I think in many ways this was right after the World Cup final.
Yeah,
and I think in many ways.
Oh, sellout crowd! They had hosted the viewing party.
Sellout crowd.
Yes,
but
record crowd.
If you're that Seattle team and you're in the locker room before the match and you're sitting there being like, we're on the national televised Big Fox game against Atlanta, 72,000 record. Are we being led out here to basically be embarrassed because everybody wants these Atlanta goals to show the best of it? And they're like, you know what? We're going to play to a 0-0 draw, down a man for 30 minutes and get a point. And this is why this team has been successful in the past. And it comes down to Schmetzer and his mentality. The way he set up the group really disrupted Atlanta United. Atlanta United have to figure out a little bit of how to combat that type of play, especially at home.
No, very good. Good stuff. You're on point today, my friend. Really just steering this
Got
ship.
a good night's sleep last night.
You're feeling
really
good.
nice.
All right, let's move it along to the Red Bulls hosting Sporting Kansas City. These are two of the best teams in the league right now, both on excellent form. The Red Bulls, though, walk away with a 3-2 win. This one was crazy because they went up first. Bradley Wright Phillips scores a goal, and then Sporting KC, my dude Johnny Russell scored like 4 minutes later. Then Espinoza scores, so they're up 2-1. And then we had Mark Tchaikovsky, just like you drew it up, just like the Red Bulls drew it up, comes in and scores two goals late in the game to give Red Bulls a 3-2 win. The thing I like so much about this Red Bulls team is that, and I've talked about it before, but they're just getting contributions from everywhere. Like Mark Tchaikovsky? Like, what?
Well, Florian Valot is out with his ACL. He's been a starter this year, who's come up through the USL 2 team, Red Bulls 2, but his injury left them in a tougher spot because he had had a good season up into this point. So Muil steps in,
Right.
but then Tchaikovsky comes in as a substitute, gets 2 goals. They've needed contributions from many people because of these injuries. And good on Chris Armas, who's a former teammate and close friend of mine. So, congratulations, first win as a head coach.
And a big one.
And a good way to do it. I think this Red Bull team is still going to be able to continue on successfully.
I do too.
Post Jesse Marsch.
Absolutely. Good stuff. All right, Calen, man, like I said, you killed it today.
You're killing it. I feel like ever since the Cristiano talk of you guys comparing each other, you seem to only get stronger.
I've got that Cristiano glow. I'm trying to just bask in his essence. I need you to hit that button, sir.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
capable.
Let's see what we got today.
What's up today? What do we
is
got
up today? Oh, I see a little NYCFC action. Oh,
Oh,
look.
is it gonna dance? Jump over the flag? No.
Again, Calen, you got to give these guys lessons about how to actually go
You
over.
go over.
You go over. You just don't knock it down. You over it. Tinnerholm, come on. That was like a little
Yeah.
It was kind of like a jujitsu.
You know,
move.
Giles Barnes used to do that. But he was more like a side. He was going like bottom
Was
of
he
the foot,
trying to
studs up.
like this?
This is more of like a scissor side volley.
Yeah.
Technique-wise, which is interesting.
It was
but
almost like a little dance move. Like it was graceful.
it looked like he wanted to dance, but then he was like, I don't know if I really have the rhythm to pull this off, so I'm just gonna.
I take it back. This is the best analysis of the day.
Nah, I'm sure. A name like Anton, you probably got a little rhythm.
You got some
You
moves.
got a little something.
You got some moves.
Yeah. Where's he from?
Oh,
Sweden?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Swedes can.
Yeah.
I mean, they're known for. Don't know.
Okay.
We've gotten weird today. That's it. That's all we got for the show.
It was the Swedish wiggle, Swedish fish.
The
Wiggle.
Swedish fish. Hua. Good.
Trademark
Good.
that.
Guys, thank you
hope
for
they listen.
watching. Please get in the comments.
Yes.
And you can rate our dance moves and be kind because we're fragile human beings. We appreciate the love.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you real soon, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes.
We'll see you soon.